everybody. This is Joel, aka Bourbon Dingo, and welcome to episode 3 of my Let's Play Crusader Kings 2. This is the second series, and currently, right now, we are in the process of reuniting Wales. Taking a quick glance around, we can see that both Scotland and Norway are not doing very well. Or they may be doing very well, but currently they're both dealing with some massive internal revolts. England seems to have stabilized fairly well. I haven't noticed any revolts since William the Conqueror took over. Brittany is still fighting amongst itself. It appears Tuscany has attempted to break away from the Holy Roman Empire. But other than that, it seems that everything else is about what we can expect. So we're going to go ahead and get started again. What we were doing is we were saving up money to pick up a castle village inside. I'm sorry, not a castle village. Was it in Powys? Yeah, it was in Powys. Pick up a castle village in Powys. And you were still not ready. Alright. My son-in-law, the Prince of Scotland, passed away after being ill. They've had 2 children, so I'm going to go ahead and try to invite her back to my courts. She will not come, mostly because she very much likes King Malcolm III. That's no fun. Alright, and what we're waiting for right now is either to fabricate a claim on the county of Glamorgan, or find a better diplomat so that he can claim the county. An old weather-bitten diplomat who has served in the most of the courts of Europe, the ones that mattered at least, agreed to take you under his wing for a few days. He taught you many valuable tricks in how to deal with vassals and other rulers. Gain 1 diplomacy. I'm going to put us at a 7. And that came from having my ambition being to improve my diplomacy. And he likes us fairly well now. Holland appears to be trying to break away, I believe. Attempting, they joined the Tuscan Independence War. My wife is pregnant once more. I'm not sure how well these independence wars work for them. King Heinrich V. Apparently his father passed away after being ill for a short period of time. Okay, and I'm apparently going to go see if I can't court my daughter-in-law. And I did. Good for me. We're going to pause for a second. We have a weak claim that's just popped up in Chernigov, way over here, so I doubt that's actually going to happen. We do have a new king. They've made the Kingdom of Ruthenia. I do not see that happen very often. There's also a Kingdom of Rus right here. It's very interesting. Alright, we have a castle village being finished in Matherfall. So what we're waiting on right now, since we're getting closer to this modifier going away, is to build one in Caerwyn. Alright, we had another son, Isfail. Four weak claims. Quite a few throughout Russia. And apparently Prince Emma of France is the one that has them. These are quite possibly the most amount of pop-ups I've ever had on one of them dying. We had already just changed over to primogeniture, correct? Yes, we did. Okay. So, all the titles passed on to Powis, who is 200 under in prestige. So we're going to work on assuring that we have some decent prestige. I'm going to buy my wife a nice falcon. Make her like me a little bit. I'm going to pause, take care of what we have some stuff pop up here. Invite my uncle to become my marshal. One of the bishops to become my chancellor. We have the best steward we're going to have up there. I'd rather have somebody who didn't dislike me quite as much, however. So I believe we're going to ask Herwald to take this spot. We're going to award him the honorary title of... No, we're not. Let's hold off on that for now. We have a few children that need education. I'll take care of a couple of them, and we'll hand off the others. My heir very much doesn't like me, and I'm not sure exactly why. Now, there's a heavy level of prestige loss. My heir doesn't like that I'm craven either. Well... let's try to work on building up my prestige to a point. The people don't want to try to kill me. Let's find a worthwhile marriage option for one of my children. We have the Countess of Clydesdale. I believe we will start that marriage. I'll lose a little bit of prestige on that. My brother believes he'd be a better spy master. However, he really doesn't like me. I think that he doesn't like me enough that I don't want him to be my spy master. So I think I'll let him not like me some more. We've got another son. Who already starts off disliking me. Alright, one of my children needs another education, so we're going to look and see if I can't make somebody like me a little bit more. Glance to see if I can't hold a feast or a fair. Sadly, I believe I died a lot faster than would have been worthwhile. The other character should have been alive a little bit longer. We'll suggest patience. Okay, I believe I just fell in love with my wife. I did. She just dislikes me enough that even deeply in love, she barely likes me. Alright, someone has decided to try to kill me. That would be my son. And as much as he's a better ruler than I am, I don't want him killing me just yet. See if he's willing to stop. He is. Well, that's good. Quick look. We're going to hold the summer fair. Start working on getting some of this prestige back. I can hope for a call to Crusade. Wonder how the bear does that. It was a mistake giving the jumping Jews of Jerusalem to the summer fair. They are jumping at different rhythms despite the rhythmic twang of a harp. Cars keep jumping, jumping, jumping until one of them loses balances, falls towards his brothers, causing all of them to fall to the floor. I want my money back. I could make Bishop dislike me a little bit. There's a chance I could gain Troth, and there's a chance I could gain Arbitrary. I would rather have the Bishop dislike me a little bit. They will regret this. Sorry I'm not reading too much into these. Like I said, we're trying to make a quick dash back to where we were in the previous set. We have a lot of negative bonuses. That fair may not have been worth it. Clydesdale is up here, and it appears that I may have a possibility of actually claiming Clydesdale just by accident. Finish building that village. So I'm going to come over here and actually build the next low stone wall. Set up one of my children to be educated by my heir. I watched my son play with another child yesterday and noticed he didn't want to share his toys. Let's see if we can't make him charitable. I'm going to start up another summer fair. And I died from a youthful romp. Okay. Pause real fast. You can see I am not an exceptionally skilled steward, and neither is my wife going to be. So, in taking a quick glance, I want to improve learning. start training children yet again. Actually, what I'm going to do is for 2 of these children, I am going to be the one that trains them. Once again, I have quite a few people that dislike me. We need to find someone loyal to give Gwent off to. Actually, I think I'm going to handle the -10 until I get married. When I get married, we'll see if my betrothed has a better stewardship score, though it doesn't appear she will. My half-sister is possessed. That's wonderful. We'll let her be possessed and zealous. That should work out well. Okay, we just had an issue with collecting taxes. So there's a moderate revolt risk here. Actually, there's a rather high revolt risk. So what we're going to do is we're going to set our marshal in to suppress the revolts in Gwynedd. Everywhere else seems okay. As I said, what we're currently working on is building low stone walls in all of my provinces. Okay, and she should be turning 16 here in about a month. She didn't really go up that well. She's surprisingly good in martial capability, which is interesting. Wait a sec. Did I just matrilineally marry Grr? Alright, well, we matrilineally married because I wasn't paying attention whenever I selected that. Which won't be too big of an issue. I do already have plenty of children, and those children... No, my half-brother now is heir to the Duchy of Gwynedd. This could be a bit of an issue. We are going to attempt to collect anyone that's willing to help us, because I made a mistake. When those pop up, often you'll get the entwined circles, and that's to confirm what you had decided on before. I clicked on the other one that popped up, which was apparently asking me if I wanted to change this to a matrilineal marriage, and I wasn't paying any attention. So I have to hope that I can collect enough people to kill my wife before we have children. watched my half-brother play. He can gain greedy. We're going to try to see if I can't get him charitable, which he didn't. He kept greedy. Okay, we're going through with trying to put a snake in her bed, a poisonous snake. Okay, she died in a suspicious accident, and no one seemed to have found out about it, which is good. Now, let's try to pay better attention when I marry off my ruler. I want to marry off somebody who is actually going to give me a decent level of the Duchess of Moray. This will not be a matrilineal marriage. And when it pops up here in about 3 years, I'm going to pay very close attention to exactly how I answer this. I have a low stone wall that's just been built in Aberfraw. We're going to go ahead and build the low stone wall in the next area. So for once, the game worked in my favor. Not in the way I was expecting it to, but I'm relatively happy about that. We just had a half-sister come of age, and she is a very proficient martial mind, but not much else. So we're going to go ahead and just marry her off. In fact, she has a weak claim on the Duchy of Gwynedd. I'm not sure I want to give the Holy Roman Empire that option. So either choose somebody who's relatively small, the Earl of Tyrconnell. We're going to do the Earl of Ormond. It's closer to age. A group of hedge knights have come, so we're going to decide how we're going to welcome them, and I'm just going to welcome them reluctantly. We're going to let them stay in the castle. Still trying to work out that 53 prestige. Alright, there appears to be some fighting going on inside England for a new ruler of Cornwall. Alright, I'm going to try to teach my half-sister a little patience. Except for being possessed, she's turning out fairly well, even being weak. Okay, and apparently my grandmother, my grandfather's wife is spreading rumors about me being unpious. Alright, we've just fabricated a claim on Glamorgan, so we're going to use that. We dropped pretty low in prestige here. I'm not appreciative of that, but we're going to declare war. First, we're going to move our Chancellor over. Oops, I haven't declared war yet. Let's go ahead and send them back. Combine them and let them go to town right there. Okay, and I will be gaining 1 learning from seeing a comet. Alright, we've had 1 successful siege. And right after this war is over, I'm going to head and call it for the evening. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and offer peace. So now successfully gotten that. One thing I'm going to actually do is give away a couple of those pieces, counties. Taking a quick look, I think I'll actually wait until I become married to the Duchess Fingula, who turns 16 in about a month or so. What I'll do is I'll let the clock actually go until the 1st. However, to begin with, what we're going to do is hand off a couple of places. Not sure who exactly I want to give control. I believe I may just give it to the 2 people that have the highest opinion of me. Actually, to begin with, I'm just going to give him the county of Glamorgan, and I'm going to keep my -10 penalty that I have right there. What we're working on right now is going to be to usurp that duchy. Let clock keep going. Pause real fast. Set up an education for him. In this instance, I'm just going to let the person that likes me the least educate him. Alright, we've got a few vassal inheritance warnings. That could be pretty easily changed just by, I believe, Bishop Edern was the person who had the vassal inheritance. We'll just appoint Once again, I think I'm just going to appoint the person that likes me the least. And I can become married. As we can see, this is not a matrilineal marriage. Already sent that off. Wait a few moments. It has been accepted. We can pull a 21 gold. We're going to do that. Hit OK. She's going to remain the Duchess of her home. And I'll remain the Duchess of mine, the Duke of mine. But if we are to have any sons whatsoever, I believe that I will also gain control of the county of Moray up here. I'm not entirely certain, but it would be quite nice. Alright, it's January 1st. We've gone for about 35 minutes right now. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. And seeing as this is the third episode, I'm going to go ahead and call it for tonight. I will see you in the fourth episode when we try to finish claiming the rest of Wales here. And see what happens with our marriage to the Duchess of Moray. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.